Okay, welcome back to another episode of, what the fuck's going on right now?
It's hot. It's hot in here.
Yeah, there's been a heat wave going on, and we're deciding to shoot in the middle of the day in the van. And for you guys, the listeners, we're not gonna have the fan on because it's too loud. So we are already sweating because it takes some time to set up. But our set is continuing to look better and better, and I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, I'm liking. We got the Not Your Cousin's podcast. We know about the Pope.
Yeah.
And we got George Bush over there, and we got the Russian flag. Just some references to previous episodes and some very special meanings in this podcast.
Yeah, and it's nice to kind of fill things out and have be more in the podcast zone, instead of just a gray carpet and some black walls. And there's nothing wrong with black walls, but it's nice to spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, and I feel comfortable with this guy right here, keeping me company.
Yeah, what if the Pope, I wonder what the Pope thinks about, because what if he just didn't, he is the Pope as a career move.
Ah, yeah. He was planning to become the Pope. He was just waiting his time until he got up there.
So there's basically a few things to talk about here. But the first one is, before you're a Pope, you become a cardinal. Okay? And the cardinal is a bird, right?
Yeah.
And it's a red bird.
Mm-hmm.
But Stanford Cardinal, like Stanford, their mascot is cardinal, is a color. But their mascot that they dress up in is a tree.
Yeah, yeah.
So, stuff that doesn't make sense. But when you're a cardinal, you sit in this room with all the other cardinals to wait to become the Pope. And there's smoke coming out of the chimney. And then people deliberate, and then somehow, God chooses the next Pope. Right?
Yeah. But they all vote on it, right? That's what I thought. I thought there was some voting thing where all the cardinals come together and they say, who's it going to be?
Yeah. Well, they say that, but it's basically God choosing. Okay?
Through them is the idea, right? Okay, yeah. I wonder what he thinks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
On a daily basis.
Because what if he was just about to get promoted to being a cardinal, and then he was like, well, I don't know about this stuff very much. But then he gets promoted to being a cardinal, and there's no other career path for him to choose, right? After you've been whatever, you're starting at the bottom level. You're a priest at some, at some parish or whatever. And parish, why are you calling it a parish?
I don't know. It sounds bad. It sounds like you're gonna perish there. You're not gonna survive.
This is the end, and maybe they want the end so they can go to heaven or whatever. But or they're saying that this place is similar to a pear.
And you can have as many pears as you want.
Yeah,
because they're willing to give.
Yeah. So maybe that's it. But anyway, he starts as a priest. He gets, promoted up to, a bishop. They have bishops, which is like a regional priest. He's like the Pope for a region.
Yeah.
Then they turn into cardinals, and I don't know what that. But anyway, he's a bishop. He's like, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna, join the nonprofit sector or whatever. He becomes a bishop. He becomes a cardinal. Then he's like, maybe I need to get out of here. There's no other jobs for him.
No one. Yeah. What other experience could you put on your resume? You could say, well, I was a priest for a while. A company might ask, what else have you done?
Yeah.
Were you making money? Well, no, we're kind of a nonprofit organization.
Right. They just they don't pay him, but they just take care of him, and that could be better for service. It might just be better for, if the priest isn't getting paid, he's just getting all of his amenities taken care for. He can, that's a really secure and safe position. That probably feels really good. But anyway, he is a cardinal. He's in the deliberation room. He's really hoping he doesn't become the Pope.
He's trying to get out, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility. And maybe he doesn't even necessarily believe everything that a pope must believe.
Yeah.
And then he gets voted up there. He has no choice. You can't turn down being the pope.
No, but what you could do is you
can't
could
turn it down.
I must say he's kind of been this Francis dude. He's been doing a little bit of reforms, just slightly, you know. Maybe he didn't want to get in there because he was like, I'm not really as strict as everybody else. And then when he got in, he was like, let's start putting out some statements that are a little bit, a little bit unconventional for a pope. And he starts throwing some out there.
I mean, if he didn't do that, you gotta figure out what his intentions are. If he didn't do that, I think a lot of people are hopping off the bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? He's got to keep people on board and involved with the times, which is not. They're fighting a losing battle, but as religion has evolved over time, you got to imagine the amount of power that the church has, and now it's in a position where it's got many challengers as opposed to 1,000 years ago when it ruled the land, dude. It dictated basically what everyone did. So he's got to change with the times, but he's probably losing a little bit.
And I mean, before you couldn't joke about the Pope. They're coming for you. If you joke about the Pope, what did you say about the Pope?
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, the Pope doesn't come, okay? You stop. We're coming for you. What are you saying? He has a medically altered butthole. He doesn't. You're going to be put on the cross. We're going to crucify you.
No.
No, they're not.
Please.
They're not supposed to be the one crucifying people.
Didn't they used to do that, though, if they got mad at somebody? I know that they burned them.
The Christians, I mean, there's a lot of murder, but the crucifixion was the Romans doing it to Jeebus.
Did they do that to people, though, later? Did they? I know that they burned people at... Did they burn people at the cross, or what did they...
Oh, everything.
There's a lot
everything
of stuff.
But crucifixion, basically. That was reserved for Jeebus only.
Maybe. That wouldn't make sense if it was like the person who's supposed to be this, the guy who sacrificed, right?
Yeah.
And then you do that to people that you don't like. That's a little bit fucked.
Yeah.
I don't know if they did. I for some reason I had this imagery in my head of there was some instances, but maybe I'm wrong. I know the burnings.
It probably happened. A lot of my knowledge of Catholicism comes from a biased perspective, obviously, like of Catholic middle and high school or whatever. But I don't think that, generally speaking, they did that. Maybe it happened a few times, but who knows? Who knows? It's probably just all made up anyway. So, but anyway, the Pope doesn't. What if he just doesn't? Same with George Bush. What if he definitely didn't want to be there?
I think it was probably in the beginning. Maybe he thought. Well, actually, no, because his dad was the president. So I think he might have maybe been looking at his dad and was like, "Dad's a pretty big man." I gotta 1 second. Dad's a pretty big man, and I think that I gotta run for president. I grew up in the White House when I was a boy, and I think that I should run in my father's footsteps. And he did. That's what he did.
Man, are you talking about like running for president in his father's footsteps? I think you kind of. I mean, this is common for you to mix up colloquialisms. But George, you just said running in your father's footsteps. Are you running for president, or are you following in your father's footsteps?
I'm following my father's footsteps, but I'm running. I'm running after him because he went pretty fast.
Well,
he went pretty fast to the top.
Is he dead?
Well, he's not dead, but he always told me. He said, "Georgie boy, I'm not proud of you." He said,
"Oh wow."
He said that, yeah, and he said, "I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna start a war, and you're gonna stay home, Georgie boy, in the White House." And I did my best, and I said, "Pops, I drew you this painting," and he said, "Listen, that's not enough, boy."
Yeah, George.
Where's the oil?
You don't know. You don't know anything. You just said you drew a painting, man. What is this?
I drew a painting. I like to paint. People know this about me, but the thing is I'm a wise man. People think. My dad says I was pretty dumb. He thought that when I started my war, it wasn't quite as good as the war that he started. I was trying to make him proud. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to say, "Hey, Pops, look at me. I'm dropping bombs over there now. We got better weapons than when you were in office, so Why aren't I as good? That's my question. I mean,
So, George, were you ever a part of any secret groups of any kind?
we don't talk about a secret group here. There's
Skull-
no secret
Skull-
group in
Skull and
America.
Bones. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh no, I never heard of that. I'm just a president. Next president, I don't know about any secret societies, and I don't know about any weird stuff going on behind the scenes. I'm just Bush, George Bush, Georgia boy, is what my dad used to call me.
All right. George, thanks for coming on to the show. You know, nobody really believes you, but I guess lying to the public is okay now.
I mean, I like to say that every public official does a little bit of lying here and there. I may have told a lot of lies in my career, but listen, I think I made my dad proud. He never says it. He always just silently shakes his head at me, tells me that my war didn't produce as much oil as his war, and that's mighty fine. But I think that I'm the better Giorgio, and I think that my dad should be proud of me, and that's all I got to say. I'm just a
Okay.
papa's boy at the end.
So what
at the
about
end of the
this?
day.
I've started to hear a lot of rumors, and I'm starting to believe some stuff about you that you probably don't want people knowing about.
Oh no, no, you mean profiteering off of war? Yeah.
I mean,
That's
that's
a-
pretty obvious, okay? But what about 9/11 and people saying George Bush did 9/11?
Now listen, I absolutely did not do 9/11, but I could say something that maybe I was happy that we could go to war when it happened.
Right.
Maybe you could possibly say that my dad being attacked in some of those countries, that maybe I would have been motivated, and since they didn't like my dad and they wanted to kill him, that maybe I was happy to go to war and sign that declaration immediately when that happened. One could say that, but I'm not saying that that's true. That's false.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not real.
Wow, okay. I thought you were going in a different direction. I thought you were going to admit some guilt to evade the larger guilt of, killing thousands of people in the World Trade Center. But what you are saying is people may say that you benefited from 9/11.
I mean,
People may say that.
Could say that. I mean,
And well,
people
you did, actually.
I mean, one could say yes, that I got my way. I got maybe many interest ways by declaring that war and going over there, and some people could say that about me, and some people might say, like, hey, the people in the Trade Center, did you kill them? I would say no, I didn't. We may have killed a lot of people abroad, and that may be on me, but
Okay, we don't call people broads anymore.
oh, sorry, back in my day, we used to say the broads. We'd go after them.
Right. I know.
But nowadays, listen, I may be guilty of killing some people, and even though it wasn't in the Trade Center, it doesn't mean that people have to be mean to me, because people may think that I've done things that I didn't do, and the things that I may have done, and the people that I may have killed. People, you know what? I'm just gonna deny everything.
Yeah.
People think things about me, and I just gotta deny all of it.
Yeah.
Even though if I fessed up to the stuff that I did do, maybe people would stop saying things that are wrong about me, and they'd know the truth about all the terrible things that I did. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let people speculate and make up a bunch of stuff. Half of it's not true. Half of it may be true, and we're not going to know what's true about me. That's the beauty of today. Yeah.
Well, thanks everybody for coming and listening to a segment we like to call George Bush Says a Lot of Words but Doesn't Say Anything. We'll see you tomorrow on the Nonsense Daily Show. I'm your host, Narquan Devious. Thank you.
And I'm George Bush. I'm going to go talk to my daddy.
Okay,
and,
George, just a second.
All right,
It's over.
okay, it's over. I'm
Yeah.
going now.
See you later, man.
Hey, Satan, how's it going? Oh, well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Man,
George Bush, man.
just crazy guy.
Yeah, I can only imagine what happens to those people, man. Because I've been, a part of certain organizations, fraternal organizations, and there's certain levels of there's a established group of people. There's people that want to join that group of people, and there's a rigorous vetting process before you are accepted into the group. And so I experienced that at a certain level of, someone who is in their late teens or early 20s, but and there's only a certain amount of power to be exercised once joining that group. But I can only imagine what happens when it's full grown organization of the vetting process, and it happens for a much larger amount of power, such as being the president. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can
and
only
working through the system. Like, everyone is kind of interconnected in a way in that environment, and you're growing up in this environment, and you're trying to climb the ladders, right? And then there's different interests, of course, different powers that are influencing you all the time. I'm assuming just like the higher you climb, I'm assuming it's just like more people just stacking heavier weights on your shoulders that are influencing you, right?
Yeah,
and there's other forces that can shift them around and decide.
Or maybe it's just all made up. Maybe like the president doesn't do anything, and it's other people doing the stuff, and other people that decide who becomes the president. Like, we don't really know.
I'd say part of that's already true. I mean, there's so many different people working within an administration. I think people make the mistake of pointing at the guy up top, but there's so many different elements and so many different things at play. You have big interests, right? That's always weighing on the shoulders. You have the political party, which is already controlled by big interests, right? You've got the staffers. You've got people put into positions of power within the White House, right? And then you have this dude who, he probably can't even know everything that's going on. I'm assuming he reads documents. It's like, sir, this is good. I vetted it. Oh, God.
Right.
Oh,
it's got to be insane.
Yeah, it's like, read this. I can't. Wait, how many more documents do we have, sir? We have 25 more. You have to skim these.
Yeah. And
what's in this?
Maybe you're bad at reading comprehension, and you're just you're good at talking to people, you're good at networking, but you're just bad at reading comprehension. You're terrible at your job. That's like the most that's like the fantasized version of being the president, right? But I'm just saying, like, what if there's like this implant? As soon as you become the president, there's this implant. They put it in your butt.
Yeah.
And it takes over your nervous system, and you no longer have control over your own body.
Who knows, man?
That's equally as possible as what the story we're being told, because if I had that amount of power, as in the president or the cabinet, let's say, of the most powerful entity in the world, I wouldn't tell people what happens. So, the implants, maybe.
Yeah, they're walking around. They're just signing.
And sometimes they just get a shock in their butt, and they're just like, "Oh God, I can't do that. Sorry, sir."
Maybe, yeah. Maybe it's all. They're even aware of it too, but they have to walk around, and it's like they just have this chip inside of them, so that it's like, "Sir, you need to sign this." Okay, I'm not gonna sign it today. Oh, sign. Okay.
Yeah, it
all
takes
right.
over for him.
Sir, we need you in the war room. I don't want to go to that place anymore. There's terrible things that happens in that room.
Right.
Oh, I gotta go. Okay, I'm going. Sir, watch this. Oh God, no. No! He's screaming like, no! And then he's like, oh. I mean, yes, this is good. We need to drop 5 more to make sure that we kill the infidels. I will be in my treasury room.
Yeah, I wonder how he can interpret the shocks.
I don't know.
It's got to be a pretty elaborate process. Maybe it shocks him in Morse code.
It could. And you'd have to make it so people around him wouldn't know that he's being shocked. So it'd have to be like a...
You'd have to train him. I mean, it's pretty elaborate, but something like that's happening. Yeah, so we did these, and then Russia for the accent and whatever.
And for the whole, the Russians working with the Saudis, and the Saudis, their ball sack program,
oh my
which
God.
George Bush decided to join.
Yeah, that's pretty elaborate.
It is. We got some funny stories here. Go check out those clips. Maybe we'll throw a little card up there that takes you to the
It's that little gray thing.
yeah, the little thing that pops out can take you to the George Bush's.
Have you been tossing those in?
I have been tossing them in on the clips.
Okay.
I've got them on all the clips and the little end screen thing.
How hard is it to do?
And, it's not that hard. You just type in a little on the clips. It's pretty standard. I just say check out the full episode, and I link it to the full episode.
That's like at the end though. What happens at when the little gray thing shows up? How hard is it to put those in?
It's not super hard. You just click on it. You click add a video. You choose it, and then you can choose a little message that pops up.
Okay.
When it does, and then for the rest of the video, it's available for people to click up there and click on the other video.
Okay. Okay, so I have this video that the host of Queef of the Morning made. And I'd like to watch it and do a analysis.
Okay.
Haven't asked permission, but
He's a good friend of the podcast.
Yeah, indeed. Okay. Also, when I just went on this vacation trip in the van, and there was a guy in a Walmart that was wearing a mask like a yarmulke. Like it was still around his ears, but it was over the crown of his head.
That's really weird. Did he have another mask on, or did he just say?
We'll throw up a shitty picture right here. It's pretty shitty, but you can see it. And I had to really just do a little one of these to get it.
Well, that's good. You grabbed some content for the podcast too.
Yeah, about half of the people were wearing masks, and this guy just had a yarmulke on. And I was like, you gotta worship the Lord, but I mean, maybe just get a regular yarmulke.
Yeah,
it's not even circular.
And maybe just move that mask, just slide it a little bit down. Just take it. And just,
I mean, most people weren't doing it. Once people think that everyone's got the vaccine, then it's gonna be a different world unless it's where we end up being controlled by a large interest in a different capacity. So here, let's see if this.
Ooh. Phone down.
Where were you on the night of Mrs. Butterworth's murder?
I was at Moe's trivia night at Moe's every Friday night. I was at Moe's.
Can you hear this?
Yeah, I can hear it.
It's no good. Check this out. Wait. What murder? I was somewhere else. And I lied.
Why would you lie to me?
I don't remember. Maybe something else will jog my memory. What do you got?
I took my headphones off to hear it easier.
Oh, you did?
What's the average life cycle of a bullfrog?
What's your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart? France?
Strawberry.
Not true.
5 years.
When did you learn how to swim? Queen Elizabeth III. The Taiwanese War.
I can't tell what's on his face.
Yeah, me neither.
Easy.
What color
Is
of
that a
paint
mic?
is used on Big
What kind of
Ben?
flavors of Pop-Tarts are there? Oh,
3 years.
2 years.
How long did it stay attached?
Oh, I meant on Max's face.
That's a headset.
What was your childhood
is,
friend's
okay.
dad's name?
Garth.
He actually knew that one. What was his mom's name?
Gartha.
Okay, we're good. It's not him.
Wait, I killed her. I did it. I killed her. She murder weapon.
How many
was...
points on a star?
Four.
Jewish stars. Those have six.
I did it.
What type of wood is this? What type of lotion do you use?
Vino.
How much alcohol is in the average hand sanitizer?
Pint. A gallon. A quart.
Something's
Come
not
on.
right. Something's not
I did
right.
it. You know I did it.
Something's not right.
You know, she's dead. She's dead, right? It wasn't murder. That's something only the killer would know.
Just have one last question for you.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Ah,
I don't even know what the deal was, you know?
no, that's awesome though. I like that cinematography that they're doing there.
Yeah.
What was that? Was that just for fun? Was that a passion project?
Was it a passion project? I don't know. What's that? What's a passion project?
I don't know. Some people like they're doing something for school, or some people are just starting something for because you're passionate about it. Like a hobby.
Wait, but would you be passionate about something you're going to school for?
That's true. I guess it depends, because school projects. I used to be in video production back in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I took a class, and it was really fun. It was one of my favorite classes in all of high school. But I do remember there were some projects, they were so strict that you wouldn't be as excited because you had to fit it within some guidelines.
Yeah.
So it wasn't quite what you wanted it to be.
Okay.
But no.
Yeah. So I think it was something for school. He's in school for something, and it was for school.
Cool. I like it.
Like electric arts.
Electric arts. That's cool.
No, I don't know. I made that up. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Yeah, but it was a cool video. I wanted to share it. I didn't really know what was going on, Not really clear what it was.
What I saw was I liked it because it had comedy in there, but it also got serious in some points where you're like, oh shit, things are going down.
Yeah.
It was like a mix. And then the story, as I know it right now, is it looks like this dude is being interviewed to see if he killed this woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's claiming that he did it. They're skeptical.
Yeah.
I'm assuming some government agency maybe, because it was in this basement in a weird setting, so it didn't look like police. It looked like a very kind of like
covert.
covert thing where they
operation,
want to find out if he really did kill her.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets away, and they're like, damn it, because they still haven't asked all their questions,
Right.
Yeah.
But why would they be holding him there if they knew that he didn't do it?
I don't know. It seemed like they still had doubts, Like
Yeah.
they were still asking him questions, and he kept saying that he did it, so they were like, we got to make sure we're extra sure that he didn't do it, you know?
But he was saying that he did it, but then he wanted to escape.
That is interesting. He might be playing like a psychopathic person, right?
Yeah, he could
where
just
he's
be-
like messing with the authorities, trying to say, "I did it, but I want you guys to know it's me, and then I want you to chase me and continue to play the game, so to speak." Maybe
Yeah.
that's the
People definitely like being chased. Let me rephrase that. There are types of people that like being chased by the police. Serial killers. Serial killers like to be caught. They like people to know that they did it and it was them. And that's one type of person is a serial killer.
yeah. They pretty much, I guess, have you ever seen any of the documentaries on Netflix?
I've seen a documentary before.
Yeah, it seems
Many documentary on fish.
fish, ocean.
Yeah, just like different documentaries on animals, documentaries on drug dealers. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. They had one on it was Ted Bundy back
yeah.
in the day, and they talked about how police at the time didn't share information, so they couldn't even catch this guy when he went across state lines at first because you'd call up the other police station and they just tell you no, you can't have my information. I'm gonna catch him, and it was so competitive. They didn't help each other out, so this guy just got away with all these murders, and then, of course, in the end, usually these these people, the what do you call it? The serial killers, they admit to it because that's the last thing that they have. They're sitting in a cell. They know they're going to spend the rest of their life in there, or they're going to get, killed.
Yeah, electrocution.
Executed. Yeah.
Or firing squad. That's probably the best way to go.
Probably, actually. But electrocution, that would be quick, right? That would be just...
Firing squad is you get shot into the heart and you die.
I thought it was it's just a bunch of people shoot bullets at you. It could miss your heart.
No, they're trained. They're really good at shooters.
What if they don't like you, though? And they just...
Well, no, they're professionals, dude. And then
what
maybe
if there was one guy, though?
Maybe it's possible, but it's basically there's like 14 people with rifles, and only one of them have a bullet. So for the ethics of the scenario, they only give one person a bullet, so there's plausible deniability if they did it or not.
Oh, so they don't know who actually killed the guy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But you when you if you've shot a gun before, you see a bullet come out of your gun. But
it might be really convincing, though. They might have like a powdered kind of thing, so everyone gets that same feel, and no one knows if they actually shot the gun.
I think they try to make it convincing, but I'm kind of skeptical. The other people have blanks. It's not like their gun doesn't shoot.
Yeah.
And a casing comes out, but it's pretty interesting.
I
That's
did
an option.
not know that.
I think you get to choose. I think you do.
Interesting. See, the thing is that's even worse, because then it's one guy, right? I wonder if that one guy, what are the chances that he's just like, fuck this dude?
And you just shoot him right in the belly.
Yeah, just boom. Or like right in the butt.
In the penis.
Yeah, right in the penis. He knows. He's like, this guy, he was a rapist.
Oh, yeah.
Dang. Like, I don't know. It seems like...
It's interesting.
It is interesting, yeah. I just wonder... It seems so barbaric. Like, but then again, electrocution is kind of... Thinking about ethical ways of execution, it's not a fun topic. It's really a...
killing people?
Yeah, it's sad that in our society we have to kill other members.
Yeah, we don't. We certainly don't have to, but we believe that if somebody's very terrible, we don't want the very, very slim chance of them escaping or even being able to do terrible things in prison, because that's still possible. You just want to choppy chop suey. So
especially if someone has like a cult following, like even like Ted Bundy too. It's the weirdest thing. Like, why there's all these like people, like all these like women too, who are like, oh, Teddy boy. It's like, what?
Because they think he was hot or something?
I have no idea. Something like that. But then again, you look at other people, like world leaders. They get these followings.
Yeah.
Or even just cult leaders, right? Just certain people. It's like eventually other governments try to take him out, because if you keep him alive in a jail cell, all these crazy people, all these fanatics are going to come and say, let him out. And they're going to break him out. And eventually you have... It's just such a sad thing, that we have so many... I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it, because it is a terrible thing. And the death penalty is, of course, like a very large argument. Like, some people believe just jail the people. Some people are crazy and believe just all criminal offenses, right? That's insane to me.
Yeah, those people are not rational. But I will say this. I don't know if we need to kill people. I don't think we should. But a lot of it has to do with people being afraid and with people not having empathy for other people. And just one other thing that I heard was there's a third option of a lethal injection, right?
Yeah.
So there's lethal injection, but what happened was there was like a snafu at the drug company.
I heard about that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they swapped out the drug or something, and people started took over 2 hours from them to die, and they were suffering a lot.
Yeah.
And that's certainly unethical.
No, definitely. And I mean, it's just sad that we don't have to do it either. And it's sad that there's people who kill a lot of people in the first place, right? Who go out and start murdering people. And then it's sad that in a way, it's just society putting those people down, right? And it's such a complex thing because it's like I understand the fear too of those people getting out of prison, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the whole argument of people saying, I think I've heard this one before. People are like, well, we don't want to keep them alive because it's going to cost money to
Sure.
keep these terrible people alive. Other people would say, but what if they escape? Other people would say, then there's the other side where it's the moral side, right? Where it's like it's immoral to kill people.
Yeah.
And there's this huge debate, and I don't even know where to stand on the topic because I understand both sides. All I can say is I think it's sad that people have to die anyways
Yeah.
for essentially no reason
Mhm.
because in the first place just nobody should have died.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's pretty intense, dude. And what I actually heard was Ted Bundy's soul. Have you heard of soul jumping before? His soul jumped into Ted Cruz's body.
I like
Did
that.
you hear of that?
No, I didn't hear that, but I already love it.
Yeah.
I already think that's great. I think it's very likely.
It's very expensive to do, but it happened, and we got to watch out for Ted.
I've been watching out for Ted for a long time.
Yeah.
When he went to Mexico, he was working with the cartels.
You think?
Yeah. That's why he left specifically in the winter, because he wanted people to think he was on vacation and no one was going to look into it.
Yeah.
People were mad because he left. There was a big snowstorm, and he basically left his state
Yeah.
to rot. People were angry. His neighbors ratted him out
Yeah.
to the press. And he knew that was going to happen. And he was actually doing some business down there. He was murdering little children
Oh my God.
on the border.
Dude,
he was
you're
just executing
starting,
them.
Just starting rumors.
And well, that's what I think. And Ted Cruz, you know what? If you're watching this, dude, I don't like you. I don't like you at all. I think you're the worst, actually. Not the worst. There's a lot of people who are bad, but you are on the list of just the worst. You're the worst. Get out of here,
Yeah.
Teddy boy. I'm Ted Cruz. Eventually, people are just gonna get sick of you, man. They already are sick of you. People don't like you. That's all you gotta say. It's just don't like Ted
Yeah,
Cruz.
maybe I shouldn't have made that joke. I thought it was gonna land like funnier, or that. I thought it was gonna be funnier.
I thought it was funny. They both have the same name. You got Ted Cruz and Ted Bundy.
Yeah, and I went to high school with someone with the last name Bundy.
That's got to be kind of hard, especially in Seattle. In the Seattle area, just because that's where it started.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a good last name to have.
Man, and these murderers. Did you know that trains are still active? That things are shipped on trains. Did you know that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Actively.
Yeah.
Like the trains still function
Yeah.
in
It's still
today's economy.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably a pretty convenient way to go still, especially when you can string all those carts along.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a lot moving to one area at the same time, rather than getting a bunch of individual trucks. You just load it onto one transportation vehicle and send it across the country.
Yeah, and they're reliable, I guess. I have a general kind of distrust in things continuing to function. Like, I am concerned that these cameras are going to stop recording, right? Or that my phone says it's 28%, but it's going to die any second, like that. And maybe that's something that I just need to think about more. But also, it's like, how are we going to trust this train to drive 600 miles and not break down when it's carrying all this precious cargo that's on a schedule? You got to the train drives 400 miles, stops at a terminal, has to unload and load things off of it. How are you going to trust this train's going to keep working?
I don't know. I guess probably there's no choice. I think probably there's no better way to do it. And it's the most economical way, right?
Yeah.
And probably in some cases to save money, some of these trains might not be in the best shape even. They might kind of let them go.
I'm sure they're not.
and it might depend on the route. I would assume, I don't know for a fact, but I would assume that somebody is saying this train is less important. It's going less far, so this train can be used for this route. This train is in better condition. It has maintenance done on it more often, so we're going to send it to this route. This is an important route. People need the resources that come to this town here and there and etc. I don't know if it's that detailed, but I assume there's got to be some.
I mean, the
system.
people managing trains know more than I do about it, but it's just like, how are you gonna trust this airplane? I don't know. How can we be so sure that every time we get in an airplane that it's gonna work?
It's probably just rolling the dice because we know that the chances are.
But how do
will
we
make
know
the
the
flight.
how do we know the chances so well?
Because I guess looking at history, so we say, chances are when I get on this flight, according to what's happened in the past, I'm gonna make this flight, and I've flown.
I know. I get it.
20 other times before, so they kind of, they, yeah, it's like a quick decision. Like I really want to get there.
Well, I know
so-
flying is technically safer than driving in a car, but I
Yeah.
just, it's, defying gravity, and it's, many, many tons. And I don't know if this is possible, but in this one TV show I watched called Terra Nova, shout out Terra Nova, it only lasted one season. It was like kind of a cheesy show, and they ended up like bringing in like, some smaller scale dinosaurs into the show.
Yeah.
But the evil guy from the Avatar movies, the guy with the scar on his face. Did you watch Avatar?
Yeah. Was he the military guy?
Yeah, he was military.
Oh, okay.
He had slick back,
Yeah.
gray hair, and he had a scratch on his face. Anyway, that guy was in the TV show, and he was also a bad guy. But what happened was, you know how the Chinese had the one baby limit until recently?
Yeah. Do they not have that anymore?
I don't think
What
they
happened
do.
to it?
I think a lot of them still do it, but I don't know if it's who knows what's going on in China. I don't even know since I haven't been there, I don't even know if it's a real country. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what's there.
I guess you wouldn't, but just from.
I don't know, dude. You never know how deep the deep fakes go. So just like
you
in the
don't
movie,
know, but,
when have you seen the one with Seth, the interview? Have you seen that?
Yes, I have.
So when they go to the town and there's all like the fake shops and everything, and they're like, I don't know what's happening in China. I'm not even saying that I think that that's happening there, but
that was North Korea though.
yeah. But there's no way of me personally validating that. So that's all I'm saying. I don't know. There's all these people that come from China supposedly. Like how? I don't know. I don't know
I feel
how
like it would be
advanced.
too big.
I don't know.
Be too big to pull
See, you
off.
don't know though. You don't know. You don't know how advanced people, what technology people have discovered and not monetized, but used in powerful ways. Like, what if they have a technology that somebody can step into a booth and they can be brainwashed instantly? What if that just is a technology?
That would be interesting.
They're just going into this factory. There's thousands of booths, and they're like, okay, well, this is the life. They upload living memories into their brain, and they act them out, and then they're coming from China, and we don't know about it. So that's all I'm saying.
It would be interesting, but it would be just such a big operation. It would be so impossible because. And again, I'm open to
this
suggestions,
evolving technology that we can't conceive of. Somebody develops it, and they use it for power grab.
What about past wars though? It would have to be everyone would have to be simultaneously brainwashed. It would have to be that big of an operation first. And
what
then
if the U.S.
second,
government is doing it to have something to fight against?
It would have to be world governments doing it.
Sure.
With the thing, it would have to be a global operation. Mm-hmm. That would be the first thing. It would have to be a global operation. It would have to be some sort of a giant thing that just flashes over all of humanity one day. It just happened, and just everything was just programmed into the brain.
Mm-hmm.
Then, when you go and visit places, they'd have to have a place that's set up called China. Mm-hmm. Same with other countries, European countries. Like if I went to go... I've been to Italy before. They'd have to basically fake a place called Italy.
Well, no,
and it
Italy.
would look
Let's
the
say
same
Italy's
for
real.
everybody.
Let's say Italy's real.
But that's the thing. It's like I have a feeling that if I booked a plane to China right now, I would end up in China.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't know.
Just
You have a feeling, and I don't know unless I don't have an inclination to do that, and unless I personally validate it. There's going to be some sliver of I'm not sure about this thing. That's just the way that that's just how I go through life because I know there's stuff that I don't get. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. There's some things where it's good to see it and then process for yourself.
Yeah.
Definitely get that.
What if,
I guess
like,
how I
what
work
if,
is
what if they have like a technology that multiplies your brain's ability to function by 6, and so you're saying it'd be this whole big operation, global governments. But what about the most powerful people in every government? They use this technology, brain times 6. There's so much more high functioning than you could even imagine somebody being.
it sounds like an action movie.
Dude.
It's not like another thing is that like for instance if we were living in the Matrix, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't know. Nobody
Yeah,
would know,
sure.
and I could say that that's a possibility. But also, like I think the way that I see it is that like there's always the uncertainty, and I always keep that in my brain because I think that's
Mm-hmm.
a good thing to have is just an uncertainty about all things and things that you're hearing. But I also have the sense to me that says I understand that in this reality or what I know presently, there's some things that just,
You're saying
that
that
I
China's
just
real.
know.
Yeah, right. I mean, you got to make assumptions, or you're literally dead in the water.
Yeah, or when you hear like like doing research and you hear multiple different sources talking about something and you read the different perspectives and then you get a perspective of your own. That's kind of also how I use it too. I look what's out there.
I know.
And people are
now
saying
I'm adding
different
to that.
stuff.
Now I'm adding to that.
Yeah, now you're adding to that. Yeah. And who knows?
Who knows if China's real? Who knows if
anything's real? We could be living in a simulation.
yeah.
There would be no way to disprove it.
Yeah, unless we found out the technology that they were using.
Yeah, or one day you woke up and there was the guy, red pill, blue pill.
Yeah.
Wake up from the Matrix.
Yeah.
And then you take the blue pill and you'd be like, crap, it was Viagra.
Yeah, I got an erection now. What
Damn
the
it.
fuck?
Going back to the Viagra episode.
I guess, well, you wouldn't remember that you took a Viagra. You would just have an erection when you woke up, which you wouldn't know about, but it would last, halfway through the day.
Yeah,
I'd be like, shit, this is just, I don't remember taking anything, but my erection needs to go away. You hire a prostitute, it ruins your life, dude. I mean,
yeah.
your wife finds out about it. She's like, babe, you were at a bachelor party, and I needed this erection to go away. What am I supposed to do?
Maybe that's the plan. Maybe Morpheus is like, if you don't want to escape the Matrix, I'm going to screw up
gonna fuck your life
whole
up.
life in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Because like, damn it, you ruined my life. It's like, well, you didn't want to come too. Can you take me out of here now? I'm living on the streets. No, it's too late.
It's too late, bro.
You should have just said yes the first time. You always take the red pill. What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Damn it. I was happy with my life. I
Yeah.
just liked living my life. I just wanted to live a happy life. No, you're gonna escape. I don't want to escape. Escape! Get out of here!
Jeez.
I don't know. I just imagine a very aggressive Morpheus. Someone's got to make a movie with Morpheus. Someone else takes his job, but it's a very aggressive Morpheus. I'm talking a Morpheus that's like
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny DeVito, and he gets mad if you choose the wrong pill. He's like, "What are you doing, huh? What are you doing?" Well, he
That's
would
not
have a
Danny DeVito.
Boston accent. I feel like because then he's a tough
What
guy.
are you doing?
What are you doing, huh? Bada bing, bada boom. You choose the goddamn red pill. What are you trying to say? You choose the blue pill. You goddamn idiot.
Okay, so
Yeah,
if you were Danny DeVito and I was somebody who, I guess I would have discovered the Matrix. You reach out to all the people, right? Through like the White Rabbit and Phoenix or whatever that chick's name is.
Yeah.
Liberty? No.
I don't. She'd be replaced because all of
Should
them
be-
are
it'd
really
be
old
brand
now.
new characters.
Yeah. Someone took over the old jobs because Morpheus is like, he retired and he's chilling and the base. whatever that thing's called that they were in.
Whatever it is. But
Yeah, whatever.
basically what I'm
He's-
trying to do
yeah.
is you're Danny DeVito, Boston edition, and I'm a character, and you send somebody to get me, then I get to do the red pill, blue pill situation.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm just I'm Mr. I'm Mr. Lock of I'm Mr. Lol.
Mr. Lol.
Yeah, Mr.
Okay.
Lol. LAWL.
Mr. Lol. Okay.
Okay. And I'm just at a bakery.
Okay.
Oh, this croissant is very delicate. I'm not used to pastries being so fluffy. Thank you, Charlene. Very good croissant.
Hey.
Oh, what? Who? Hello.
Hey,
very nice to meet you.
This is not a bakery. It's not a bakery, eh?
What do,
Bada
what
bing,
do you
bada
say?
boom.
Hey, there is an oven. There is hot. A bigger. You do not want a skinny baker.
Look at this woman right here. Bada bing, bada boom. Bah, bah,
Oh
bah,
shit! What
bah,
are you
bah,
doing?
bah.
What are
See,
you
she's
doing?
not
to her?
real. She's not real. Ah, stop! Bah, bah.
Oh my God!
Ah,
This
that's
is
a throw in
outrageous.
there.
You are so violent. I have
Listen.
reformed my violence. I am bitter now.
So, man,
Who are you?
hey.
Who are you?
My name is it's Danny DeVito, huh? It's Danny DeVito.
How,
And
how did you get here, Danny? You're so small.
listen, all right. I got a new job, huh? Look at me. I got a red pill and I got a blue pill. One of them might be a drug. You don't know.
Danny, you're getting in this very fast, very fast. What is happening?
Listen, I'm kind of new to the job, all right? I'm losing my Boston accent. Bada bing, bada boom. I took
Danny,
over.
Danny, what am I supposed to do? I don't understand you.
I took over from Morpheus, huh? It's bada bing, bada boom. I'm trying.
Okay, so Danny, I would like to take pills. I love going to a rave. A dance. Yes, very good. I love dance, but I stay away from a little girl because I do not want sexual allegation. So I stand in back, but I still party at the dance.
Listen, man. You can do whatever you want, huh? If you want to have sex with that little girl, it's a fake. It's a simulation.
Danny,
That's what I say.
Danny, stop it.
No, I'm talking the truth. It's a simulation. You do whatever you want in this life, all right? You go around.
Danny, I don't have sexual relations with a little girl, but have you been to a rave before?
Listen, I've back in the day before I was doing my main job, all right? Yeah, I used to go to a few, and then when I realized they were fake, I started beating people up there.
Oh my
I started
gosh.
getting angry, and I started realizing that none of those people have true feelings, all right? They're all just fake people in a simulation. Yesterday,
What are you
I
trying to-
stole a burrito. I stole a burrito from a Mexican stand, and I said, hey, bada bing, bada boom. This
don't-
isn't real.
This does not make any sense. Burrito, beating up women. I do not approve of this.
Listen, man, you gotta understand. Nothing's real here. Yesterday, I robbed a bank.
what-
I needed some money. I went in there. I said, bada bing, bada boom. You better give me those dollars. And they said, what do you mean? It's against the law. I said, law, sma. All right? There's no such thing as the law, and your ma isn't real either, so I'm taking all this stuff. The police come after me. Boom, boom. I'm saying, this isn't real. It's a simulation, man. And now
Okay,
I'm trying to tell you.
You've got me convinced. You kill. How many people did you kill?
Listen, I can't remember anymore. It's been a while now that I've known it's a simulation. I've been walking through my life saying, hey, I'm not going to do this shit anymore. I'm not going to... But listen, the goddamn cash register here, just going to take some of this money. I like a nice bagel.
This is a fake.
No.
This is a fake bakery.
It's
so
disgusting.
this does not make sense. Why?
Take whatever you want. Do you want a cinnamon roll?
Yes, I would. I would
There
love
you
a
go,
cinnamon.
a cinnamon roll.
It's very
Just take
cinnamon. It's very good.
It's very nice.
It's very small. I ate in one bite, but not big problem. Hey, Danny, are you still here? Danny, is this you?
This is me.
You're
It's,
still okay?
Yes, Boston Danny.
Okay, at Boston Danny, can you tell me why you continue to live in a simulation?
Listen, I go here every now and then, and I find some people, and I say, hey, you want some drugs?
Hey, of course I wanted drugs. Why do you think I'm here in this bakery? It's a front for drugs.
That's fine. You know, it's a goddamn simulation. You know, what can you say? I'm walking around here asking people if they want some pills. No one's taking them from me, all right? So I got to walk around, I start getting angry, I start getting hungry. I start stealing from people, and it's not even stealing. You know what we call it? We call it just eating. Where I'm from. In the simulation, you can walk around, do whatever you want. That's what I do. I say, hey, you want some pills? I'm hungry here. I'm going to be heading back out of the simulation here. We don't have any brownies out of the simulation.
What do you got?
I'm stealing mine.
What do you have? What do you have out of simulation?
We have some stuff that we've been working on with the materials that we found, but, you know...
What is it? Do
boom.
you eat the cat semen? Do you eat the scales from a fish? What are you eating? That's not as good as a one-bite cinnamon roll or, Sharon's cupcakes that are very good.
I'll be honest with you. We can't reproduce these things with the production levels we have outside of the Matrix, outside of this simulation. So I'm going in here whenever they're saying, Danny, go find some people to take some more drugs and get them out of here.
I would love drugs. Which one do I take if I want to go for drugs?
Listen,
to go to other place.
There's two different options. We got the blue pill and we got the red pill. And I suggest if you wanna be a nice healthy man like me, walking around eating whatever I want to, I see somebody on the street try to make fun of me. I say, hey, bada bing, bada boom. There's no such thing as...
Very good.
Yeah, I say, what you just said doesn't even exist in my mind, and I'm taking it out on you.
Danny, so violent.
Police come.
You take a red or a blue for bada bing, bada boom, snap, slice, and dice.
Take red pill.
Oh, red?
Take a red pill, yes.
What happened if I take a red? Can I still eat a cupcake?
You can have whatever you want, I'm telling you, you might have to leave. It's only some of us get to give out the drugs, like me. I'm coming in here every Saturday, and I'm walking down the street.
I have to leave a family to come with you because I have 17 children that rely on me to feed them. I give them rice. Sometimes I dig in the backyard and I find worms for them to eat. One time I had to strangle my neighbor's cat and feed it to my children. Now if they have no dead, what will these kids do?
They don't exist. They're all in a simulation. You know what I would say? I would say fuck them. Fuck the kids. I say
Listen,
they all are in a simulation. They don't exist.
I will not
let them starve. That's what I would do. That's what I did to my kid.
Even if these kids are not real, you cannot fuck them, okay? They are 1, 2, a 6, a 7, a 7, a 7. I adopted triplets. 14, 17, a lot of children. You do not fuck them, even if they are not real, Danny.
It's a simulation,
Danny, I might
nothing
have
in here is real. Do you think kids are real outside of the simulation? Probably not.
If I kill you right now, will you die?
No, I'll come back into the simulation here. I'll be coming back. That's why yesterday I shouted at a local psychopath and I told him, bada bing, bada boom.
Oh my gosh.
If you try to mess with me, you'll never get out of here. I said, I got some drugs if you want to take them. And he said, I've been medicated too much. And I told him, hey, get out of here. You can continue living in here. I'm going to do what I want. You'll get thrown in prison and you'll be locked inside of a simulation within a simulation. I don't know what to tell him. He's stuck in here.
Danny, I would like the red pill. Please give.
Take a red pill.
Okay, so I go, I take a red pill and I wake up in real life.
You wake up, in a dark room somewhere. You might hear my voice eventually saying, hey, bada bing, bada boom. If you hear bada bing, bada boom, you know you're in the right spot.
Okay, very good.
The end. This is hard to drink out of.
What do you mean? Oh, it's got a big wide mouth.
Yeah, it does. And it's in the beginning when I had more water, it's kind of heavy too.
Yeah.
I was noticing you've got these filled up all the way. Do you drink like this?
Oh, 2 hands is good. It's definitely harder with a wider mouth. I have a narrower mouth. But what I do is I don't go like this. I try to go, kind of like one on the bottom like this.
I see. Okay.
maybe on the corner.
Do you ever do a one-hander? Do you ever try and like?
With this one, the handle moves, so I'm able to like move it over to the side to where my knuckles hit, and I can do a one hand.
Oh, gotcha. This is a pretty stable one. This doesn't move around. It's pretty good.
No, that's a pretty solid one. Surprisingly, the bottle looks very weird without the handle on it.
I could imagine. Yeah, because there's not even it just kind of divots in there.
Yeah, it's very strange. You wouldn't imagine it, but it definitely looks weird. That was a dope scene. Very animated.
That was.
And you really got you stumbled for a second, but you really got into it deeper. The Boston.
It's hard for me to
What
keep
are
that
you doing?
accent.
Yeah, no, you really kept it at the end.
I started losing it every now and then though. I think like there was a Russian bit that almost came in where I was like, hey,
I mean, that's one of the challenges when you're doing different accents is you doing the Boston one and then me trying to just chime in with a few words. Is hard to do, but like once you get into a whole a few sentences, then you got it.
I kept messing up though. There were moments where it slacked.
No, maybe it was worse, but when at least there's like certain sounds that you go. There's different sounds that you hit, and as long as you're hitting them, every few seconds, it doesn't matter what you do in between.
Well, I'm glad at least it was convincing at least towards the end. There in the beginning, I was struggling hard. Because I thought Danny DeVito in my head, but it was a Boston Danny DeVito, so I started like having this different voice, and then I was like, wait, no, it's Boston.
Yeah, I mean, and if you haven't practiced that, maybe you do practice that. If you haven't practiced it, you really got to ease your way into it. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. Very good. And then I was sounding a little more Borat than my standard Russian guy, but that's what it is, dude. We try our best. And we do what we do. I don't think they've accepted that yet.
Oh, I was just doing the when people kiss the knuckle. I didn't even do the face. I just was doing the cross.
Oh.
Because I was trying to be polite to him. He
okay.
likes it.
Oh, he does?
I think he does.
Okay.
Are you okay with that? I think he's okay with it.
Yeah, the police are coming.
Oh no, he didn't. He might have not liked it. He thought it was assault.
The state government doesn't allow that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
Can you tell them that it's okay?
No, he doesn't have that kind of. He just has power, separation.
Oh, that's right. If I was in another country, maybe it would be different, but
indeed it may be, but indeed it may not be. And that is the question. What is the question? And that's the real question. Do you know what it is?
The real question.
Yeah.
For me, I just keep thinking, what's going on in that head there?
Yeah.
What's he thinking in that exact moment is my thing. Because I said this earlier, but he looks passionate, but he also looks like there's something going on in that brain that's not thinking about what he's doing there.
I wonder if he has the same amount of organs that everybody else has.
I don't know.
Who knows, man?
I wonder if what we said about his butthole is true.
Yeah, that's not what I meant by organs.
I don't think the butthole is an organ, but
I don't know.
It's still a question.
The skin's an organ technically, so.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. Maybe it could be.
Yeah.
Who knows?
The actual hole, though, not sure. But it's not like every single person gets an X-ray or a MRI or whatever of their entire body, right?
Yeah, if you don't have access to it your whole life, then.
So yeah, he may have a different number of organs, right? Because
there's no way this guy though doesn't have a medical staff.
But
helping
they're
him
just
out.
checking to see how many organs he has. I don't know. Maybe he's that important. He's not gonna do that. But you got to imagine. Some people are born. You seen like those twins where they have fused. It's like they're fused together. There's like two people, but they're connected.
Yeah, I've seen that.
There's like that, and there's people with crazy deformities. So you never know.
Like Elephant Man.
What?
There's a guy named Elephant Man. He had kind of like I don't know how to describe it.
He had a trunk.
kind of it wasn't exactly a trunk. It was I don't know. He just had this deformity thing going on, and he became really famous because of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, there's elephantitis.
I don't think I've heard of that.
That's like when one of your limbs gets really big.
Ooh.
Yes.
Sounds not fun.
Nope. But again, back to this organ thing. Those things are possible. What if he was born with two stomachs?
That'd be
The
interesting.
Pope.
Yeah. And maybe his other stomach, he formed that because he doesn't have a butthole.
Oh, right. For the extra digestion. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Exactly. It just kind of filters through until it's just absorbed into the body.
Wow. He's got to have a really healthy diet then.
He does, yeah. They make sure that he only gets the purest stuff because they know this, and they know that they want to keep him functioning. And that's what he's thinking about, actually, in that photo, I think.
Yeah, he's like, he has to consciously send it back through the loop. So sometimes he gets a little distracted.
Yeah. That's why he takes, like, the pauses in his little formal, like, greetings and his speeches and his praise. His prayers.
His praise.
His praise, yeah. Him praising people and praying for people. He breaks and he thinks.
Send it back through.
Yeah, send it back through.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I know. It's pretty big. He's a big guy.
He has a big stomach. What's pretty big? He is?
Yeah. He's a pretty big man. I mean, if you...
You mean like in size or importance?
I guess both. I mean, there's...
Yeah, very big. Very big, man.
No, big man.
George is a little smaller.
Yeah. He looks a little bit just, I don't know. This guy looks like he's living a better life, if you ask me. He looks like he's doing all right. He just looks like, I don't know.
He's like a little bit sad.
Yeah. It looks like he knows that, maybe things didn't turn out the best that they could have.
And just what I'm noticing is that every president has been married.
True. There was wasn't there one guy in the history of the United States who was a bachelor?
Really?
I think there was one.
Okay.
I think there was one guy. If I remember correctly, I think there was a dude. But I think he got married later on into his presidency, if I remember correctly. So technically, I guess they all kind of just...
Yeah, so they all ended
wives.
their presidency being married. But, the vast majority, whatever number we're on, 46 or something, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
46.
So there's like this thing from a movie where it's basically like people in business more easily trust somebody that's married because they, there's some stability there, or they're like, there's a proof. Like being married is proof that another person can stand, in most cases, living with you, or, being in this agreement. So I just wonder if it's, I don't know if all of the candidates, I don't know if it's a prerequisite, like for a entity or for a political party to back somebody to become president, if like one of their prerequisites in most cases is like, they got to be married.
That is very interesting. I guess too, families help, because then it's like he's got skin in the game, or she's got skin in the game, because thinking of the children, thinking of the spouse, thinking of a lot of things. That is very interesting. One guy though who doesn't need to be married. That guy,
the Pope,
big guy,
cannot be married. It's like the complete opposite right there.
Exactly. You just have to trust him. Like imagine if the Pope had to do business activities all of a sudden, right? And there was some like business that came and was like
business activities.
I don't know, just like, he the big man here, he had to do some stuff.
Yeah.
And someone approached him and was like, I got this great business idea, right? This would be a completely controversial
And somehow
move.
this is going to turn into a sexual activity?
No, it would be like this. Like the business would be like, we really want to work with the Pope, but he's not married.
Oh, right.
He lives alone, and maybe people don't like him. Maybe people think that he's bad. How do we know if he's good? He doesn't have any kids either. And they have to like discern whether like hey, Pope, do you want to get married? I can't do that. Get
That's
out of here.
Yeah.
It's like, but I want to make money, and you have to be married if you want to make money. What?
Yeah,
Like, this guy just doesn't
it
even-
ruins his business ability. Yeah, I never thought about that. That's
Or
pretty
he'd
intense.
have to hire a fake wife, is what he'd have to do, and he'd have to pretend like he was married. And
Dude, he's too high
because the-
profile for that.
Maybe, but maybe no one would know. He'd be like, "It's my new wife, Tina." I don't know why Tina would
Pope
marry.
Francis and Tina.
And Tina, yeah.
Interesting.
And because he's big, Tina's tiny. Tiny Tina and big Francis. Big.
Frankie. Well, I wonder if anyone calls him Frankie.
That would be interesting. Frank. Hey, Frank.
I think Francis is long for Frank. Don't know.
Yeah.
Some short names have different letters.
That is interesting, yeah. Like, isn't, some are just completely ridiculous, too. Like, you know how, Richard, the short thing-
dickhead.
Yeah,
It's actually longer than Richard too. It doesn't make any sense.
I thought it was just Dick.
Yeah, it's Dick. I'm kidding.
I guess Dickhead would work too. I wonder if people were like ever to Nixon just after all that Watergate stuff. Just Dickhead. God.
Yeah, I wonder.
Went from Dick
but
to
like
Deering.
that name Dickhead, is it like, are you calling someone just the head of a dick, or are you saying their head is a dick?
That's a good question.
I'm always imagining someone's a dickhead, like their brain specifically is a penis.
Yeah, and why is
That's
it
what
more
I-
insulting? Maybe that's why. Because
Stop being
Dick-
a dick.
stop
Like
being a
their whole
dick.
body's a dick, but everything about them is still a regular person except for their head.
that's
a
interesting. So
dick.
why is Dickhead worse then? Because doesn't it sound worse? Like it's like stop being a dick, man, or stop being a dickhead. Like Dickhead just sounds
Yeah.
more aggressive.
And when you're saying it, it sounds like you're just saying someone is just the head of a dick,
Yeah,
which I don't know. It does sound worse as well.
it does.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But yeah, vastly different individuals here.
Definitely.
Some could say polar opposites, but who knows?
I think there's a connection. I'm telling you, we gotta start mapping, like all the different like segments that we have on the show. We have to start drawing the red lines to them, connecting
Yeah.
all of them.
And then I guess if I ever use this as a set for something else, I'll just have to get a different curtain that comes down. But I don't know how to permanently leave these things up. Like this Russian flag definitely can't stay up permanently.
No, I wouldn't leave it up. Either. I wouldn't do that either. I'd take it down.
Well, no, because this curtain needs to come down,
yeah,
Okay.
we can change it up.
Yeah,
different
I mean,
episodes,
certainly we will change it up. And, thanks for listening. If I had to choose, the highlight would be the Danny DeVito bit. This is what it is, you guys. Welcome to the jungle, and we'll see you on 25 next time.
God bless.
Seems just like the last thing you would say. But that's that's the connection.
Yeah.
God, he says God bless, false, he's like, he says it kind of in a trite way. He says God bless. He says God bless America. He says God bless.
In general, yeah.
Yeah,
And he
it-
says it in Latin most of the time. So it's
Yeah, and God,
another stark
God
difference.
sneezed actually, so he said God bless you. But he doesn't say the you very loud.
Yeah, actually, imagine in his head, he just hears, just like, oh, well, God bless. What
Yeah.
if that's what it was? Everyone's like, thanks. It's like, I wasn't talking to you. Up here, I hear thunder going on.
Yeah.
God! It's like, oh, God.
Bless
Jeez,
you.
bless you. What if he just gets sick of it, too? He's just like, God, leave me alone.
Hey,
Ah.
you need to figure out your allergy situation. This is getting out of control.
Tries launching up some allergy medication into the...
Yeah, some Nasex,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
squirting it up into the sky.
Yeah, just going... Is that better?
And he's
Please.
like, I'm trying to stay off medication. I don't really like it very much.
You're hurting my feelings. I'm starting to cry. No, it's the flood again. Make him happy. Make him happy.
You got You start spraying it and it hits him in the eye instead of his nose.
You start just weeping.
He can't see. Now he can't create anything, and everything ceases to be developed.
Then there's just water permanently leaking from his eye and just starting to flood. It's like, damn it, God.
I wonder if what if the way it worked was that have you seen the vegetable a leek?
I think I know what you're... Yeah, a leak. Yeah, that I have seen leaks, yeah.
If that was just what came out of his eyes.
Just big leaks, just...
What, just regular sized ones? I
Could be
guess.
regular sized.
Yeah, maybe
But
that's...
it would be pretty, big for an eye. Unless he's giant, it's just like little mini, like, doop, doop. And then when
Yeah,
it falls
no, but
down,
he's really big, I'm imagining, but they're regular size here, so it's proportionate.
Mhm.
Proportionate, possibly. But who knows? Okay, thanks for watching. There's actually a town near here called YOLO, so
Maybe we'll film there sometime.
it's actually
to
not that
YOLO.
close.
Oh, it isn't?
It's in Oregon.
Oh, it is.
YOLO, Oregon.
YOLO, Oregon.
Yeah.
Is it as hot down there?
Well, I feel like it got less hot in here.
It felt like it did. I can still feel the sauna-like qualities.
Certainly
like
hot
I can,
in here.
I can feel it boiling a little bit.
Yeah, maybe we just got used to it. That's what humans do. They adapt, accommodate. Cool.
We're sacrificing for you. All right. We're sitting in the heat for you. So, remember that.
And I didn't even talk about these pants that I ordered from China that sucked, but
Oh
whatever.
man, oh, that would have been so good with our China segments. We even missed the Chinese flag. We didn't even.
I know. I think that was
Oh.
that's a little too far right now.
Maybe.
I think
But then again,
it's just
it's
a little.
just the Chinese government, right?
It's a little too much for me right now.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But anyway, I ordered pants. Didn't know they were coming from China. They took 4 weeks to get here when they said they were going to take 10 days.
Yeah.
Then they were too small.
Dang.
$100 for 2 pairs of pants.
$100?
Yeah.
Huh.
Shitty pants.
Jeez.
I ordered. They gave you options of what size you wanted to order, and I ordered 32. And when they came, it just had an M on it for medium.
You should send them back.
I don't know if that's allowed.
I think you can. Is it was it an Amazon thing?
No. It's from their website.
Oh, it was. Yeah, I tried to send them back. I tried to contact the people and try to say
These pants they suck.
you should tell them.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. They looked cool on the website, but they don't look cool even. And it's like they're not like just too small. They're like the proportions don't fit correctly.
That's the worst. I hate when they do that with shirts too. I've bought shirts before and I'm like, man, and that's like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for
like
sure.
The fit isn't right, and then you're like, this is not.
It's so annoying. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Luckily, I've gotten them from like known companies around here and Amazon. I don't know if you'd find any trouble with international sellers, but you could
Dude,
probably.
you got to imagine how hard it is to build a shirt that fits a variety of different people sizes and proportions. People have different widths of shoulders and stuff. It's got to be fun too, though. Designing clothing. I tried, but yeah, it's so complicated.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
get the right fabric, and then you have to sew it all together, and then if you actually want to make it on a larger scale, like it's a lot of work.
It is. It is. I mean, listen. If there's people who want some shirts, we need at least 100 of you to say that you want some shirts.
Before what?
We start, making some Pope shirts.
Oh, you want to make like some merch? You mean?
Yeah.
Well, there's a website you can make merch, and it doesn't make the merch until people buy it.
Ah, okay. Maybe we should start cranking out some the Pope's butthole shirts.
We could definitely make like a shirt that says that.
Oh, we might run into some issues with the Pope because he might not like it that we're putting his face on there, and
Well,
we don't want to get.
I don't want to make a shirt that says butthole on it.
I mean,
Okay.
I understand that. I'm not gonna say anything against that. That makes sense.
But yeah, we'll look into it, and
What about George's ball sack?
no.
I feel like they're so controversial. Someone's got to think that it's funny.
Oh, certainly people will think it's funny. Maybe that could be the title of the shirt on the website. But I don't want to make a shirt that says ball sack on it either. But if it
That's
was
fair.
just this,
Fair.
like one of these right here, and on the back it said "Not Your Cousin's Podcast," we know about the Pope.
That'd be cool.
Like, yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to wear a George Bush? Like this specific image of George Bush.
Yeah,
Maybe the license won't let us, but who knows?
that's the real question: is can you print a T-shirt with a public figure's face on it, even if it's not a copyrighted image? I wonder what would happen. Can they go after you and say that's my face on that shirt?
I don't know. Maybe we would have to make it look like somebody drew it through effects.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We should have somebody draw George Bush and the Pope.
I guess maybe we could actually commission somebody to do that, or we can, through effects, make it look like somebody drew it. Because I mean, how much is it going to cost to make someone do a good shirt
Maybe like
design? 100?
100? Yeah, 150. I don't know.
That's not going to work for me.
No, it's not gonna work. For you.
$75 for a T-shirt design, just for me.
I mean, I think then you'd be able to sell it though, the image on multiple shirts, and that's how it would pay back.
Okay, so guess how much money you make on a one shirt.
Let's see.
From this
It probably
specific
depends on
website.
how you do it. From this website.
Yeah.
And what they do is they, rather than making a bunch of shirts and then having you sell out this limited number of shirts, they're just making it on demand, right?
Yeah, they make them in batches. So like, once 5 people say they want to buy the shirt, then they produce one batch, and then it takes probably 3 weeks from the time you order it to get the shirt.
Okay, I see. In that case, if they're doing small batches, I would say they probably take maybe a little bit more, possibly. So, how about $3 off of
Yeah,
each?
for a $20 shirt, it'd probably be from 3 to 5. And on the way it works is, you choose the shirt. It says it costs $17 for them to do this, and you can set the price of the shirt how much you want. So you could set the price to $40, and you could make $23 off the shirt, but no one's gonna buy it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll look into that. But yeah, NYCP represent.
Represent us.
No, I mean that's not what I was saying.
You weren't? Oh.
No, because it's just like represent. You ever heard that?
I have heard that. I thought it. I mean, technically, when you break it down, it means represent the people who made the T-shirt, right?
Represent. Like they're there to represent for that group that they're saying represent. Definitely.
Yeah. And in that case, if they buy the shirt, I'd assume they're a part of the group. That's like the.
Yeah. So you were
they're
saying
representing
represent
their
us.
group. Yeah, represent us and you guys.
Oh, yeah.
who are watching too. But I mean, like when you break
Okay.
it down, it's like represent this group of people.
Yeah.
Is what it means.
Represent.
And usually, when someone's representing that group, they're a part of that group.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're not, I don't know. Maybe somebody just is like, I hate this channel, and then they buy a T-shirt and they're like, I guess I have to represent them now. But I'm not one of them.
That rarely happens.
Probably not. Be funny if it did, though.
Who knows what people are doing?
You never know.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you. The heat. I think the heat's starting to like. I'm like.
I mean, it's been an hour and 23 minutes. So.
Yeah, we should do like an effect of like the heat when like there's heat waves going on.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, and show like the delirium.
Does that feel bad when that sound plays? You just said something and then it played.
Not really. It's so random that I never know when it's kicking in. Like it kicks in so late into something. Like I was just doing this, and all of a sudden it started playing.
Yeah, I'm not meant to. It's not meant to make you feel bad. I just was wondering.
No, I think it's funny.
Okay.
That's the one that always gets me. The erratic piano. The
Yeah.
No.
Okay, we'll see
So
you guys.
erratic. All right, I'll see you guys.